Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie. I am a certified massage therapist in California. This is one of my biggest passions and I love teaching people about massage therapy and even massaging people that I love in my life and making an impact through massage therapy and wellness through my clients and educating you guys out there on the internet. So today's going to be a short video actually, but I quickly wanted to talk about the certifications and licenses you need to become a massage therapist, and then also give you some tips on what you need to start your own massage therapy business. So in order to start your own massage therapy business, either having your own studio or being a mobile massage therapist, you will need a massage therapy license. And this is required in most states and countries, and that's why you have to enroll in a massage therapy program in order to get that license or certification. And the school that I went to was the San Francisco School of Massage and Bodywork, but another really popular one in the Bay Area is NHI, and most of my colleagues actually went to NHI. I think the official name is National Holistic Institute, and I know there's one in Emeryville and I think San Jose, I'm not quite sure, but that's a popular one as well. And then through the programs, you can go ahead and get either your license or certification. And for me, since I do live in California, I do have my certification. However, I did take the MBLEX test, which is a test to receive your license as a massage therapist. And that's required in most states. You need to pass that test. However, in California, you do not. You just have to pass the program and then apply for your certification and you're all set to go. But I don't know if I'll be in California for the rest of my life, so that's why I took the test to get it over with, just in case I move to a different state. But yes, you will need your massage therapy license or certification. The next thing you will need is liability insurance. And this protects you in case of client injury or claims. And where you can get this is actually, I'll put a list down below, but you can get it through amtamassage.org. And they offer liability insurance, continuing education, and professional support. You can also go to abmp.com, and they also provide comprehensive insurance, discounts, and marketing resources. And then I'll put a few more websites down below, but those are the two main websites where you can get liability insurance. And if you want to work for like massage therapy apps like Zeal or Soothe, you will need to have that liability insurance as well. So the last thing you'll need for your certification is your CPR certification for massage therapy. And most states actually require massage therapists to have a basic life support or a CPR certification. You can get that through redcross.org, heart.org, or nationalcprfoundation.com. So those are the websites, and again, I'll put that down below for you guys. And I just want you to have these certifications so that you are completely professional, no one's going to sue you, and you have the right to actually, start your own business without having to worry about if you have everything that you need. Alright, so now that we have all the certifications and licenses covered, we're going to go over essential equipment and supplies that you will need to start your own massage therapy business and work for yourself, because that is the goal here. I love working for myself. I love making my own money, and one of my major goals, especially when I get older, is to fully work for myself. The first thing that you will need is obviously a massage table, and I have my whole Amazon list down below in the description, so you can go ahead and look at what I have in my Amazon storefront. But they do sell massage tables on Amazon, and I believe my parents got me my massage table from Amazon as well. So either portable or stationary, depending on where you're going to work, whether that be your own spa, studio, or if you're going to people's homes to massage. I recommend, if you are becoming a mobile massage therapist, to get a lighter massage table, because I have a heavy one. I mean, mine is very cushiony, but it is kind of heavy, and that's the hardest part of being a mobile massage therapist, is carrying my table. Oh, I need to do more weights. I think I'm pretty strong as it is, but I don't know, I just have a hard time carrying the table. Usually if I'm massaging like a family and there's like a husband or a dad, they'll usually help me, but most of the time I do it. So I recommend getting a lighter table. I also think it's important to have a massage chair just to have, because you know, you can always do a lot of like corporate spa parties, or if you want to work in offices, or if you just want to make, you know, extra money on the side doing chair massage. Like if you're working like a, what's it called, a marathon, it's good to have a massage chair. Honestly, I was fortunate enough to have someone give me their massage chair. I had an old coworker who stopped doing massage therapy, and she actually gave me her chair, and I was so grateful for that. But it was a really nice chair, and so I have that actually in my parents' house. But if I ever do spa parties, I know I can use my chair. And I'm actually gonna start doing a lot of like massage spa parties. I want to massage brides and bachelorette parties and do like little girly parties where they can get massages and stuff like that. So I'm trying to cater my business to that, but I'm very excited. But that's why I think it's important to have a massage table and a massage chair. The next thing is to have high quality sheets and towels. And I think as you grow your business, I think it's more important to get higher quality sheets, because it's just better that way. And sometimes oil can make cheap sheets smell like really bad or rancid because of the oil, and also sheets can make your practice just feel more luxurious. So highly invest in better quality sheets. And of course you should have towels as well that are soft and, you know, easy to clean. And towels are great for like, you know, warming or cleaning off a certain body part. And also like if you want to do scrubs and stuff like that, you'll need towels to make the treatment a lot cleaner. So it's good to have that in your storage as well. All right, so massage oils and lotions. So I use massage oils and massage gel from the brand Soothing Touch, which I love, and I actually use this at my spa as well. It's a good brand, clean ingredients, and I haven't had any problems with that at all. So again, it's going to be in my Amazon storefront. And make sure that it's hypoallergenic and professional grade as well. I also like to incorporate a lot of like CBD into my practice, or aromatherapy. So that's another thing that you can use as enhancements. All right, the next thing that I recommend you get are bolsters and pillows, especially if you massage pregnant women. Like pregnant women need those body pillows, and I want to actually start massaging pregnant women as well. I do it for work at the spa, but not with my own practice. But I love massaging pregnant women. I think mothers are the best. They're amazing. So I want to start massaging them on my own and target towards mothers. And honestly, like I think they need it the most, because you're carrying a whole human in your stomach. I know they experience a lot of pain, so that's why getting pillows, getting the bolsters underneath the knees, don't forget that. Because for the longest time when I first started massage therapy, doing my own clients, I didn't have a bolster, so I was putting like towels underneath their knees, which was so unprofessional. But now I have way more equipment, and it's a lot better now. But honestly, you gotta keep upgrading and keep being better every single year. All right, the last thing I'm going to mention is cupping tools. You can get cupping on Amazon, and I know a lot of my colleagues, they use like cupping sets and all of that to incorporate into their practice. I don't personally do cupping. I want to learn how to cup so badly. One of my friends and colleagues in massage therapy, he does cupping, and then also one of my clients, she had something like her back was so stiff, and she had to go to the physical therapist, and the physical therapist actually did cupping down her spine, and she felt so much better. So there is a lot of proof that cupping helps your muscles and your body. I just don't know how to do it. I would love to learn. I think some people are self-taught, honestly, and yeah, I think I just need to learn how to do it, but I don't know how to do it yet. And honestly, it's also not even that expensive on Amazon. So if you want to learn how to do that, that can be an amazing enhancement to your massage practice. Alright, so that is my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. It's more of an informational video, and you know, a lot of you guys are asking like, oh, I thought you were gonna quit massage therapy. Like, why are you still making videos on it? Like, I'm not gonna stop making videos on it. Even if it's not my full-time job, I want to incorporate, I always want to incorporate it into my channel, like no matter what. Even if like I end up having like a traditional job, I'm still gonna have my clients on the side, and it's still one of my biggest passions, and I'm never gonna stop doing it. So that's why I still want to help massage therapists who are out there. But I love you guys so much, and let me know if you have any other questions. And I hope that this video helped you guys out there, and thank you for staying around, and I hope to continue growing this channel even more, even if I'll have more vlogs in the future. And I still want to document my life, either, you know, being in my 30s, living a balanced lifestyle, or even my massage therapy lifestyle. That will still be here. So anyway, guys, I love you, and I'll see you later. Bye!